Do not result in the breakdown of play. There will be the nullification of the tackle count. So the kickoff is there to All Stars version number 3. And bringing it back is the big number 8, Kate Snowden. Danger for the NRL as it goes away to Sando. A decoy run, then Thurston. Another decoy run and a cutout pass. Hodges away, Yagi scores. First try of the night. On the same blade of grass that Wendell Sailor scored the first try ever in the All Stars game back in 2010.
Well, they were given the opportunity. Manu Vatuvei losing the football. I think it was a sneaky hand from Kate Snowden, but it was a mistake. And then Jonathan Thurston holds the ball up, delivered, no obstruction, and then basically 2-on-1 allows Yao Yi on the outside of Vatuvei for first points.
He struck it, and he struck it absolutely perfect. And leapt on by Blair. Now Waddell, then Sando, and taken by the NRL. It's a try for Merritt. It's a try for Merritt. I think he'll be pointing to the spot. No, they're going upstairs.
Well, we just need to go back to see if Nathan Merritt was behind Chris Sando when he kicked the football. They're celebrating, and we keep saying what a prolific try scorer this man is, Nathan Merritt. He's not just a man who can score tries, he's an excellent footballer in all areas of the game, and yep, they're all behind him on this left-hand side. Comes off the NRL All Star. He's got every right to pick that up, Nathan Merritt, which he does. He scampered a lot further in his career to score a try than that, but he's done well to be off his wing to be there.
Yeah, he was behind the first kick. They're going to look to see whether or not an Indigenous player gets a kick there. That's why the ball spewed out the back. It looks like it's come off an NRL player, but we'll have to go to a front-on view, I think, to see whether or not an Indigenous player gets his foot to the ball. Let's have a look. No, I think it's all NRL there. No problem. It's a try.
Well, the players have made their mind up. They've all gone back for the conversion to prepare.
So there it is. It's a green light in quarters, and here's Marshall joining in, rolling one into the in-goal. Barber, beautiful. Wonderful pick-up by the Canterbury number 1. Merritt sprints down the left side. Here comes the cover. Brilliant it was, the cover. It was Josh Dugan, and it's on again. Sideline reporter down there, I think from the ABC, he got rolled over the top of, and Wairia Hargreaves is involved again, right in the middle of it. Play back to feed, he ducks out, he goes to Pritchard. Pritchard scores adjacent to the upright for the first points for the NRL.
Well, no harder man to stop from that distance. That speed, Frank Pritchard, Nathan Fiend, smart little play out of dummy half, but it's on a mountain of possession. Wayne Bennett would have expected them to score, and they have done next to the post. We are about to be 12-6.
Mitchell has come on to relieve Travis Waddell. Now Sando to Thurston, puts a little kick over. There's a chance! I think they've got a try out of it. They have. Matt Bowen, the cowboy, has jumped out of the ground to score with 11 men against the power play.
Well, he's been a live wire since going on, has Matt Bowen. And what an attacking quartet. Thurston, Sando, Bowen, Ben Barber. The kick is inch perfect. That's like getting one against the serve. And Matt Bowen was able to slide between two NRL All Star defenders, showing the electrifying pace. That injury robbed him of for a little while, but he was back to his best last year. And even that little dash there just shows how dangerous this wonderful player is.
If they score.
Well, that's a bit like the Dave Warner switch hit, isn't it? You're wondering whether or not the NRL with 13 on 11 will come up with a try, and the Indigenous have turned it around.
So Jonathan Thurston, who laid on the little kick for his partner in crime. So a chance here for the NRL. Marshall goes across and he gets the ball to Lewis. Lewis gets away. He'll score, Luke. Lewis scores. Well, you wouldn't read about it. The two power plays have seen tries scored by the team with 11.
Yeah, that's not the way we expected it to work, but some fleet of footwork here from Luke Lewis. Talk about complete players. He's right at the top of that list. Former centre, winger, now in the back row, can play anywhere. But he had it all to do. Back on the inside, he's got defenders in front of him. Beats two, slides through the gap and gets in under the post, and that's a beauty.
Played back to Rose, and then Thurston. Friday runs a big decoy. It was a smart ball away, and Merritt scores again. Merritt has scored his second try of the night. Beautiful pass. 22 plays 12.
And I think it was Greg Bird comes up with a smart play here. It was a beautiful pass from Matt Bowen, quick hands. But I think Greg Bird does well to stay out of the way of it. Here it is there, and Greg Bird doesn't play at it. See there? He wasn't quite sure if the ball was for him. It was out in front, and he left it. And even though it bounced, it popped up nicely for Merritt to get his second. Good ball there. Greg Bird lets it go. Picked up by Merritt. He scurries in. That gets them one back during the power play. Nice work.
Thurston, that's the job in front of him. And there it goes. He's bringing it back to hit the uprights and bounce away. And he goes to ground under the tackle of Sam Friday. Plays it in the middle of the ground. Luke Bailey joins in. Bailey thunders towards the line. He's twisted over onto his back. And
there'll be tackle 5, Tim.
The referee does want to inspect it. He's called tackle 5.
Yeah, this is no try. You can tell from the reaction of the players. The defenders are the ones who are more excited about that. So we'll come back to the 10 metres. 2 tackles left. And the one thing they have done better in this second half in the opening 5 minutes is control the football, as Brad Fittler has pointed out. Bull Bailey driving hard, as he's done for so many seasons. Oh, gee, he got close.
NRL players are starting to applaud.
Wow.
He's given it.
Yeah.
So it's a try for Luke Bailey. Few and far between, but the big fella's got himself 4 points. The attempted conversion for Benji Marshall. Of the Luke Bailey try, he scored 19 tries at NRL level. Marshall makes no mistake. So the 4 becomes 6. It's gone away to Cronk, and Cronk tries to beat them. Puts it on the inside. Dugan thinks he might have scored here. Did it go back from Cronk, and was there a knock-on from Dugan? Looking at the body language, the answer to both questions is no.
Well, if Cronk's passed it, they can't pull it back for a forward pass, even if it has gone forward. And we'll be interested in the pickup from Dugan, but he seems very confident. Let's have a look at Cronk. He throws a pass. Dugan juggles. We'll have to see that from head on, but Dugan got up very, very confident that he'd held onto the ball.
They're a lot more excited than they were after Luke Bailey.
Well, he can't rule on the forward pass from Cronk because it's juggle. Oh, he got his finger under it. Well done. That's a try.
It's a try, all right. Josh Dugan, man of the match. Preston Campbell medal winner last year He's juggled it, he's propelled it, he's got a finger under it, and he plants it down.
As you point out, Ray, he was a Preston Campbell medal winner in this game last year, and he played State of Origin last year as well in game 1 as we're going to have new leaders.
One of his South Sydney teammates and Michael Jennings combined to put him down. Here's Sando turning it back inside, outside, inside. Barber was there. Here's Sando again. Sando playing a major part in this. Down he goes, gets it to Merritt. He's already got a couple. They're down inside the 20. Merritt will go all the way. Will he? No, he's in the touch. He's in the touch. Right on the three-quarter time siren. What about Sando and Barber?
What a magical piece of play. Magical piece of play. Well, this shows you what you've been missing all summer. Thank God the footy's back.
It's not a popular decision. That's the man who denied. Jason Nightingale and Nathan Merritt, he can't believe it. They rushed up quickly on the outside, the defenders, and that opened it up for the little quick men. Chris Sando back on the inside to Nathan Merritt. He shaped a pass, summed up the situation, just halted Jason Nightingale for a moment, but Nightingale, a great defensive effort there, flying tackle, and there's the foot on the line.
Well, it was a good call by the touch judge. It didn't please the crowd. The All Stars from the NRL lead by 2 at three-quarter time. 5 gone now for the NRL. Swept away, and a chance to intercept. Cronk will get through. Cronk gets the ball away. Jack Reed has scored. Jack Reed has scored. They do go to 6 in front now.
And a very important conversion coming up. They did well in the set. Got through to the last defensively, but rushed up on the outside. Missed the intercept. Justin Hodges got one earlier. Greg Inglis misses that one. And Cooper Cronk, nothing selfish in this. Probably could have scored himself, but he made a bird of it for Jack Reed.
Benji Marshall, the captain of the NRL side, with his attempt at conversion. It's good. So they extend to 30-22, the lead now, 15 metres away from the line. 30 plays 22. The Indigenous with a power play.
And a restart there again.
And here's a break. It's gone from Bird and gone to Inglis. They won't stop Greg. Inglis goes in. That's the end of the power play.
And they didn't need the restart. Unfolded beautifully against a shortened defensive line. Again, the All-Star players rushing up to try and nullify the shortage of players that they had. Once a tackle was missed, then it was easy. We've got Greg Inglis going down after scoring the try. Sando, look at that. The 2 players up against 5. Great ball from Thurston. And Greg Bird just offloading to Greg Inglis, who we hope, again, is okay after scoring that.
It looked like a left ankle to me as we watch it on replay. I'll just get Wendell if he can give us an accurate report.
Yeah, Gio's ankle, no good.
Here it comes, it's coming back, and 2 gifted goal kickers in the one side. Beautiful piece of work. And Wally is down. Here's Greg Inglis being assisted from the field, and there's 7.5 minutes of the game to go. Cronk goes across. Here's Marshall. Marshall comes in with blinding speed. Vandervei.
Magic.
Manu has scored off the brilliance of some wonderful passing, and then it was electric stuff from Marshall.
Absolutely magic.
Oh, it's beautiful all round, isn't it? There is a smile, and it's lovely to see. That was a difficult ball to take. Manu Vandervei, he's very agile for a big man. Now he's a powerful player, but he's actually very good on his feet as well, and needed to be there. That comes on the back of great defence. They got in the face of Jonathan Thurston when he tried to kick the football. Then they forced a mistake 2 tackles later to earn the football at the right end of the field. And then the attacking brilliance did the rest. Great job, Marshall. Excellent finish from Vandervei.
8 would be lovely. And Marshall has got this and squeezed it in between. Off the upright. It's an 8-point buffer. 36-28 looks like being the final curtain as Bowen gets it on to Idris. and Idris is put down and put into touch. So there may not be any more football in front of a crowd that was near capacity here at Skill Park. The NRL All Stars have certainly won the event 36-28 after at one stage they trailed, I think it was 18-6 from memory, certainly 12-0. But 36-28 will be the final scoreboard. The NRL tries Pritchard, Lewis, Bailey, Dugan, Reid, Vadavai. And for the Indigenous, Merritt got 2, Yayi, Bowen and Inglis a try each. 36-28 in a most entertaining game. And as I said, played in front of a near capacity crowd.